Welcome to the Gambler 500 24-hour minis. You never know what's going to happen here.
I'm gonna ride naked one lap.
Well, I was about doing my boxes in one lap.
Yeah, be looking the other way.
2 o'clock to 3 o'clock maybe.
3 o'clock. No, there is no.
You know, when I'm trying to sleep,
I'll do the boogeyman out.
Whatever.
No, but that's all it is.
Let's go racing!
I got it.
Trying to look to see what I could do to grab at it or slow it down to. I figured we'd
Yeah, at this point I'm used to it.
go clown it and just hold it down.
Yeah, at this point I'm used to it. Alright, so I think I got it fixed this time and I have full pedal. We'll find out. 2-stage air filter, so I actually sprayed some WD-40 on it, hoping that it works almost like a lubricated K&N filter to an extent. No. I mean, nothing's on fire. It's pretty good. Nothing's came out of the block or anything. To my immediate knowledge. I don't see oil. Still got gas. That's weird. No for refire. Oh, wait a minute. Should probably fix that, huh? Any oils passed or anything. I got my throttle again, which is throwing me off. Like, I really don't know what's going on here. Clutch didn't go. Fucking hope not. Well done. So we're about 2 weeks from Lemeni's. This motor's blowed up. This one's got water in it, needs to be tuned up. That one has no carburetor. That's a Makuni. That is a 212 block back there with a 160 head, I believe, and then there's a 160 with a 212 block there. And then there's another 160, I believe. 4.0, yeah, this is a 120. Yeah. Oh, that's cool. That means that I can build up the small quarter midget motor. I've also got our original block from the purple motor that I actually honed out and then let rust for some reason. I'm going to re-hone that and maybe put some oversized rings in it. I need to get new rings here soon. I literally have essentially 2 days to work on. I've got all my tools here. I threw out my shoulder last night, so I'm going to be using that impact heavily. Had to bring my other drill so I could hone this cylinder. Probably that cylinder after we yeah, we got another motor over there too we got to fix. Ain't that some shit. That one's got a blown head gasket, I think. I'm going to throw a head gasket on that one, see if I can just fire it off as is. If that's the case, I'm not even going to go through the damn thing. After that, it should be good. I'm going to relash everything, make sure all my clearances are right. It's a straight valve. It should be good to go after head gasket. Like it's got a massive air leak on the side. It's almost like the head's warped or something. I might even go and throw my other head on from the purple motor just because the head was fine. But yeah, first I'm going to work on this motor. All I got to do is drain it, drain the gas, clean the carburetor, check my grounds and whatnot, and then I'm going to leave it as is for now because I'm going to keep the governor in for the time being just as a backup motor for Lemeni's. This is going to be my fallback motor for Lemeni's no matter what. This is the VP 4-cycle gas. It's an engineered fuel instead of it being petroleum based, so it almost smells more like alcohol. You will be able to look at this and just be completely disappointed in what I just pulled off of this. All right, resurface the head. Nice, flat, pretty shiny, and still dripping oil because I did not feel like pulling the carb off of this thing. Got a multi-layer steel gasket here. I'm going to put copper sealant on both sides of it. That way I'm going to be sure that there's not going to be any issues with this thing blowing out. I'm going to let it sit overnight before I even try to fire it. So I've got everything back together now. Everything got relashed. It's got quite a bit of compression. But I think that's good. I've accepted my fate. I ran out of time. I had to get a new motor. So I just went with plan A, like I should have done it in the first place. But now, we've raised the question, how do I get fuel to it? Because there's no gas tank. I don't have a gas tank on it, so there's a stop plate, and it looks like it's all the standoffs to a normal gas tank. I'm not sure which gas tank it is. Kenneth says that it's a Ducar block. So I do want to see if I can confirm that, which it is not. It actually has, let's see actually here, if it was it or not, it'd be printed on the sticker, which it is made by Harbor Freight. Okay, so it's not a Ducar block. And seeing that number right there, let's see if I can point with the camera. Yeah, okay, cool, that works. I think that this is a Hemi. So I'm gonna pop these screws off, and I'm gonna go try to put my Hemi tank on it, because I had to take that off to make my my box stock work, which it didn't really work that well. So I'm gonna take these shrouds off, and I'm gonna make this into a Hemi. Got screws off the top plate, at least these ones, so I can pop this one off. I can get this bolt off, and this will come right off. So I might have to do some actual modification in order to make the pulse pump work. I don't know if I'm actually even going to run the pulse pump or not, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that this is a Hemi here. I have to change the gas cap, but I mean, that's vented. Is it not vented? Really, this is the only modification I had to do. I had to sawzall that off, but I mean, really now it's resting against it, so there's always going to be tension on this bolt here. It shouldn't vibrate out. But I'm going to go back through, re-Loctite everything. I don't have any Loctite on anything. I'm going to go check some torque specs and whatnot whenever I go and take this out. Got to figure out if I'm going to be using this header pipe or if I'm going to be using the straight header pipe. But I'm going to take both pipes. And hell, I'm going to probably take all 3 pipes since this motor ain't doing shit right now. But yeah, now I have to go tell Kenneth that he owes me 20 bucks. Hey buddy, I was just calling to let you know that you owe me 20 bucks. Yeah, it's basically a Hemi tank, so a GX tank would have fit it. All I had to do was add 2 washers and literally take a sawzall to the oil cap, that's it. I am exhausted. I am beat. I look beat. But we've made it. We have about, 16, 18 hours before flag drop, all that. But we have made it to Lemeni's. We got the kart race tonight. I'm not running, I'm just setting up and flagging. I am too beat to run a kart right now. But yeah, we got a whole new change of plans. Whole new change of plans. Different bike, different team. I mean, really, it's just me for the most part, and maybe Derek is going to jump on the go-kart if we can get it running or something. Or maybe we'll try to throw him around to some other team and get him seat time. I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to set up camp here before we start the race and whatnot, because this is probably the only chances I got. I think we just beat the rain. It took like 5 people to get this tent set up. I hate tents. Setting them up anyways. I mean, once they're up and pretty nice, but this sucked. And yeah, now we wait out this rain for the race. Well, the kart race anyways. Well, the kart race was ran out. Kind of figured it would be. It was raining pretty bad here, but there are people outside practicing right now on the wet track for the mini bikes. Pulling off, pulling off. Yes, I have an alarm set for 6:30. It's about to go down. Gotta redeem myself from last year, man.